This is Epic Book Recaps, a podcast that offers complimentary audio summaries of influential non-fiction books, making learning a smarter experience. AI 2041 by Kai-Fu Lee, PhD, Chen Qiufan, Pandora's Box, or Prometheus's Fire. Have you ever wondered what life will be like 20 years from now? Will you have more time for your family and friends while robots handle all the chores? Or will you lose your job since your bosses believe artificial intelligence, AL, surpasses you? One thing is sure, technologies will shape everyone's future. Some experts believe cutting-edge devices are Prometheus's fire, helping humanity tackle challenges. Others say technology resembles Pandora's box, releasing a power humanity can't handle. Both scenarios are possible. Everything depends on how these innovations are used. Take quantum computers, for example. If successfully developed, they could revolutionize climate change, mitigation, and healthcare. Yet scammers could exploit them to access the bitcoins hidden behind public keys, valued at around $120 billion. If yours are stored in P2PK format, now is the time to secure them. Knowledge about AI is crucial for protecting yourself from manipulations and scams. Embark on this trip to 2041 to discover the possible benefits of technology and the actual cost you'll have to pay. Let's set out. Machines and people learn differently. For decades, AI was known only by a small group of scientists. Why? Although the concept sounded tempting on paper, testing it was impossible because the researchers needed more data and computing power. All these obstacles disappeared when the internet facilitated deep learning, revolutionizing the field. So, what makes it so innovative? Instead of helping machines follow written instructions, deep learning allows AI to train itself. And all people need to do is provide numerous examples and correct answers. Consider, for instance, teaching AI to recognize pictures of dogs. We feed photos labeled dogs and countless other pictures labeled no dogs into the system, and that's it. The machine will figure out by itself what the distinguishing features of dogs are. If computing power is the engine of AI, data is the fuel. Deep learning lies at the core of most technological advances, training AI to perform different tasks. We are already experiencing its impact in customized searches on Amazon and captivating news feeds on Facebook. In the future, AI may create diet recommendations based on a person's medical history or individual school programs, adjusting them for the child's interests. However, these inventions will take a long time as current deep learning has 3 limiting requirements. Vast amounts of data, one domain, a specific goal. Thus, the low-hanging fruits for deep learning are fields with business metrics and big data like trading, social media, and insurance. The problem is that entrepreneurs' and investors' interests often differ from the public's. For instance, a goal to maximize a person's time on social media can lead to AI manipulating users. Can we assign complex goals to AI that will balance the company's profits and users' wellness? First, we should figure out how to construct this kind of aim. Secondly, we must convince corporations to prioritize complex goals over immediate profits. But will they agree to do it? There are other risks of deep learning. Prejudice. If we train AI using discriminatory data or do not include enough information about different social groups, biases are inevitable, and it can be a crucial factor in fields such as criminal justice. Lack of explanations. AI's justification for its choices are math equations, not arguments, which makes it harder to verify whether it has made the right decision. AI development must involve diverse stakeholders to align innovations with public interest, not just corporate goals. Will we trust anything digital in 2041? Although computer vision sounds sophisticated, we encounter it quite often. This technology enables devices to make sense of photos or videos. For instance, unlocking phones with selfies and playing Xbox dancing games is possible due to AI's facial and gesture recognition. In the future, computer vision may allow our smartphones to recognize streets and automatically show us the safest route. However, there are still some obstacles to overcome. Camouflage can trick AI. AI is vulnerable to attacks that may influence or control its functioning. Yet the most well-known risk is creating deep fakes. They rely on generative adversarial networks, GAN, which function in pairs. For example, the first network can synthesize images of cats and send them to the second network. The latter uses all the pictures of cats to determine whether the given photos are real or forged. Both networks apply the results of these interactions to improve themselves, aiming to surpass each other. Ideally, as this process repeats countless times, both networks should balance out. Yet in practice, people with more computing power may create deep fakes that are undetectable for systems trained on weaker technologies. Additionally, there is a computational cost issue. It's easy to check the photos if we upload 10 per day, but what about social media with thousands of uploads each minute? Kai-Fu Lee predicts that robust security against deep fakes will likely be limited to governmental websites. Others may only spot-check viral photos and videos to curb the spread of disinformation. At the same time, content authentication may be our glimmer of hope. It means that each time we take photos or videos, data about their capture will be saved using blockchain, preventing others from altering them. This invention can protect us from deep fakes, but only if all recording devices use it, which will take over 20 years. What should we do in the meantime? Improve deep fake detectors, enact new laws against fakes, utilize critical thinking while surfing the internet. Enjoy positive applications of GAN, from support in discovering new drugs to animation based on works of art. Be careful when posting photos and videos online. You never know how others may use them. To singularity and beyond. Another highly dynamic field for AI is natural language processing, NLP. With its help, programs convert handwriting or speech into text, and chatbots assist users with their requests. In the future, NLP can leap even further, for instance, to developing AI mentors for children. They will help kids with time management, support them during complex tasks, and teach subjects in a personalized way. Yet, where do things stand now? For 20 years, NLP relied on the vast industry of data labeling. For instance, "The oven is defective" and "I don't want to use your service anymore" are two of the countless ways people ask for a refund. Data specialists had to label these phrases, directly conveying the client's intentions to machines. A recent discovery, sequence transduction, has radically changed the approach to NLP. Now machines can deduce the meaning of words from a given context. GPT-3 is one of the biggest and most well-known sequence transduction machines. That's why giving context is so vital while working with it. For instance, we may write, "An elephant is heavier than a cow, a book is heavier than a pencil. What's heavier, a trolley bus or a cable car?" The first two sentences clarify the meaning of heavier, preventing misunderstanding. However, even this measure doesn't guarantee the desired result, since GPT-3 has some drawbacks. It doesn't realize its gaps in knowledge and what it means to not know something. So, if it doesn't find a solution in data, it starts hallucinating, coming up with something plausible. GPT-3 learns from enormous amounts of content, including biased and hateful ones, which may manifest in its answers. Despite these disadvantages, GPT demonstrates stunning results, which will improve with each new version. Some even say it will become as intelligent as the human brain or surpass it. The latter option is known as singularity, and experts' views differ. While utopians believe it will provide everyone with a comfortable living, dystopian camps consider extra-intelligent AI a threat to all humanity. While machines dominate in quantity, humans should excel at depth and perspective. Kai-Fu Lee believes it's too early to talk about singularity. AI still lacks the following essential qualities: counterfactual thinking, reasoning, strategic thinking. Attaining each requires breakthroughs, and they don't happen daily. The most recent one, deep learning, was made over 60 years ago. Did you know? To read everything GPT-3 was trained on, a person would need 500,000 lives, trade-offs between privacy and comfort. Nowadays, devices know a lot about us, perhaps too much. Yet it's just the beginning. The more AI evolves, the more data it needs. Thus, privacy issues will inevitably arise in all technological fields sooner or later. A typical example is healthcare. We're seeing the digitization of our medical history, alongside data on medical effectiveness and clinical trials. In the future, there will be another vital source of information: the Internet of Things. From smart toothbrushes to smart beds, all the data about our health will be aggregated, enabling technologies to learn from actual cases. Gradually, AI will become indispensable for doctors in various fields, primarily radiology, diagnostic ophthalmology, and pathology. Experts even believe that AI will be advanced enough to diagnose and consult patients, leaving human doctors to focus on providing empathetic explanations. This technological advancement will pave the way for precision medicine, tailoring treatments for each patient, and rendering one-size-fits-all remedies obsolete. But to make this process a reality, people must provide their data, which raises a lot of questions. Will individuals be willing to share their data, and under what conditions? Imagine firms that offer discounts on their services in exchange for personal data. Wouldn't this create a healthcare gap, with AI catering to poor people while human services become premium ones and reserved for the rich? Can the possession of data turn some corporations into monopolies? How should the government regulate this field? The European Union has already taken steps to address the third issue by implementing the General Data Protection Regulation. For instance, it obligates corporations to explain the purpose of collecting data and establishes high fines for those who break these rules. Kai-Fu Lee calls some of the norms unrealistic, saying they will hinder the progress of AI. He also suggests letting a trusted AI decide which services should receive our data. A benevolent monarchy, digital commune, and non-profit are some of the candidates for trusted AI's owners. Yet will any of them care about us more than we do? Isn't it a way to voluntarily give control over our lives to others? Check the app permissions on your phone and decline those you don't need. Which robots will safely coexist with people? From vast machines at factories to tiny autonomous vacuum cleaners at home, robots gradually creep into our lives. Soon they will be widespread in agriculture, improving yields and reducing product costs. Other promising areas for application are warehouses, hotels, complex surgeries, and 24/7 labs. Some inventions, however, need more time for implementation. Among them are autonomous vehicles, AV, which can slash transportation costs. Driving involves countless scenarios due to various conditions, such as the weather, vehicle, and road quality. It's impossible to collect data on all of them, so researchers consider synthesizing data. But training AI on probable, not real scenarios might raise the odds of mistakes, and their cost on roads is very high. Additionally, many other life-changing questions remain unanswered, such as what AI should do in case of possible accidents, and who will be responsible for its victims. Generally, AV companies choose one of these approaches, testing for a long time to launch the safest vehicles possible, Waymo's solution. Selling relatively safe cars and collecting data about outcomes, Tesla's decision. Before supporting any tech company, check their ethical principles. Simultaneously, scientists ponder another approach. What if we change city planning and isolate paths for AV and pedestrians, preventing accidents? We can also add sensors to roads that will make driving safer. However, even if we take these measures, they won't help in extraordinary cases like hacking or natural disasters. A possible solution is creating teleoperations centers, where experienced human drivers will take the lead over AI drivers in emergencies. They will receive data about everything around the car and, with the help of augmented reality, AR, and 6G, will virtually drive the vehicle. Should we ever let a machine make decisions that may harm human lives? If the answer is no, it would put an end to autonomous vehicles. While autonomous vehicles have their supporters and critics, autonomous weapons are sure ways to destroy humanity. They will make committing crimes and even starting wars extremely easy and cheap. Moreover, since AI doesn't consider the outcomes of its decisions, it can even lead to nuclear wars. There is only one solution to autonomous weapons: banning them. All countries agree to do it except Russia, the UK, and the USA. Will we all lose our jobs? According to Kai-Fu Lee, machines will replace human employees in over a third of professions by the beginning of the 2030s. Let's analyze AI's strengths and flaws to determine which jobs run the highest risk. AI is good at doing repetitive tasks and recognizing patterns. So, employees with routine duties like warehouse pickers are at high risk for unemployment. Similarly, underwriting loans, hiring, and many other jobs that require analytical skills are low-hanging fruits for AI. The list of these professions will expand. As more people work remotely, data about their duties and communication becomes digitized. It enables AI to learn and excel in handling new tasks. However, some skills are unattainable for machines. Inventiveness. AI can't devise new concepts, mix ideas from various fields, and create long-term strategies. Dexterity. Delicate physical work involving excellent hand-eye coordination is out of machines' reach. Empathy. Technology can't genuinely care about others and understand human complexity and uniqueness. Therefore, what types of jobs should we choose? Creative and social. Executive roles involving strategy and team management require human skills. Routine but social. Schools in 2041 will use AI to account for repetitive tasks, like checking homework, and teachers will focus on mentoring. Creative and asocial. While researchers will design the project and critically access results, robots will conduct 24/7 lab experiments. Social and psychical. Caretaking is an unachievable task for robots. New AI-related jobs. A surge of technologies will create new professions like robot mechanics and AI engineers. Develop your creative and social skills because they are your advantages over machines. Although there are countless fields where the human touch is indispensable, numerous people will lose their jobs. Moreover, if left without regulation, automation may launch a new social system where most citizens will be powerless, while leaders of tech companies will acquire unprecedented influence. How can such a fate be prevented? Retrain workers in endangered jobs for free. Introduce universal basic income, UBI, ensuring everyone has the necessities. However, there are two problems with UBI. Firstly, this stipend won't replace the sense of purpose and self-fulfillment that employees get from work. Secondly, authorities plan to finance UBI by taxing tycoons. Yet, some magnates even now avoid paying them. Will they do it when their incomes multiply? Technology can be a companion that makes our lives easier, or a tool for our control. Several factors depend on those who devise machines. But our attitudes also play a significant role. As customers, clients, and voters, we have the power to wield our influence and ensure that AI aligns with our interests. The crucial factor lies in understanding technology. While in the past, such knowledge might have earned us the label of geek, today, it signifies a responsible citizen. What does it mean to be well informed about tech news? Researching the benefits and pitfalls of a particular innovation, assessing tech companies' ethics, thinking critically and asking questions about cases when machines break, make mistakes, or are being hacked together, we can ensure a promising future for all of us.